Hello, 7th grade. This is Mrs. C, your visual content specialist. Today we're going to be using a strategy called ToSEEC in order to organize all of our ideas about a topic into writing. Using this strategy, you'll be able to demonstrate your understanding of topics discussed through an essay or extended response. So what is the ToSEEC strategy? ToSEEC is a strategy that helps you organize your ideas about a topic into writing. It is used to write informative pieces or extended responses. In order to use the ToSEEC strategy appropriately and effectively, you will have to do three things. First, you have to look at the prompt or question being asked. Second, you want to use the acronym to identify each part of the response. And finally, you want to revise your writing. In Passport to Social Studies, you will have the opportunity to use the ToSEEC strategy when you develop an essay that explains how issues of power, wealth, and morality influence colonization in North America. But first, let's review that acronym. ToSEEC is an acronym. That means that each letter of the word ToSEEC stands for something. And we use acronyms in order to help us remember steps or recipes or what comes next. In this case, TOS stands for topic statement. This is the first sentence that you would write in your response or in your paragraph, where you state your essential idea about the topic or where you start to answer the prompt or question. Next comes E. This E stands for evidence. This is where you cite evidence that helps support your response or topic. What follows is elaboration. This is where you explain how the evidence helps support your topic in your own words. And finally, the C stands for concluding statement. This is where you will have the opportunity to close out your writing by reinforcing your essential idea or restating your topic statement. Before we engage in the task that you're going to be completing for this unit, you're going to look at an example. So here we will model the ToSEEC strategy for you, using the prompt, what was the role of women in colonial America? The first thing we want to do is the TOS, topic sentence. We want to introduce our topic. So here, I can begin by writing the women of colonial America had big roles. So I am addressing the prompt or question being asked. Next, I want to provide evidence. Here on the side, you'll see some sentence starters, and you can use those to start your idea off and introduce your evidence. So I'm going to use according to the text and provide my evidence here. Next, I want to elaborate or explain how this evidence supports the fact that women had big roles. This shows, again, I'm using those sentence starters here on the side to help me start my idea. This shows that women's roles were very important since they were taking care of the children and farms in a new land. that was still being explored by the men. Finally, I want to restate my topic statement or my essential idea about the topic. Overall, the role of women was just as important to the everyday lives of colonial Americans as the role of men. So now I'll be able to revise my writing and see if it all makes sense. The women of colonial America had big roles. According to the text, the typical woman in colonial America was expected to run a household and attend to domestic duties such as spinning, sewing, preserving food, animal husbandry, cooking, cleaning, and raising children. Mothers were also responsible for the spiritual and civic well-being of their children. This shows that women's roles were very important since they were taking care of the children and farms in a new land that was still being explored by the men. Overall, the role of women was just as important to the everyday lives of colonial Americans as the role of men. We have successfully used the ToSEEC strategy in order to provide an extended response to the prompt. And I think my teacher would be very happy with this response. So now it's going to be your turn to apply this strategy. And the three more important things to remember is that you have to first read the prompt or question, then provide a topic statement, elaborate evidence and conclusion. And once you're done with all of your writing, you want to review or revise and edit your writing. And ask yourself, did you answer the question or prompt? In Passport to Social Studies, you'll be asked to develop an essay that explains how issues of power, wealth, and morality influenced colonization in North America. This is in Unit 1 of Colonial Development. This is the performance-based assessment, which is the writing task for days 22 through 24. This is what your organizer might look like, but even if your teacher gives you something different, that doesn't mean that the ToSEEC strategy has changed. It will still be the same strategy. ToSEEC is the permanent recipe for writing informative pieces and extended responses.